Burning fat and building muscle at the same time. Most people will tell you it's something that can't be done, but it can. There's four main situations when it's very easily done. First one is if you're new to training. So when you're new to training, you don't even need to train till failure. You have to hold back so you're not too sore, and everything is a novel stimulus. So providing you're in a calorie deficit, so you're burning more calories than you take in per day, you're going to be burning fat. And just training with weights in the first place is probably going to get you some muscle, even if you're not doing it with perfect technique, because it's so new and so novel to your body. Second one is if you're returning to the gym after an injury or time off. So obviously you've got to a point in the gym, you took time off, you got injured, you lost that progress you made, and you're just regaining that same progress. So it's very simple to gain the muscle back and potentially progress past that point if you're coming back in that situation. So again, providing you're in a calorie deficit, burning more calories than you take in per day, you will easily be able to do both at the same time. The third one is if you've changed your training plan or your diet or both. So maybe you're in an old training plan, you've been doing it with the same plan for 6 months, a year, I don't know, even longer, and you've changed it and it's something that's more intense and it's again a novel stimulus. And then if you've been eating a junk food diet and you go into a higher quality food diet in a calorie deficit, you're providing more nutrients to your body, so therefore you potentially be able to build some muscle with the new diet in place, and you're being a calorie deficit, so burning fat. And it's a very simple one with clients because a lot of people eat quite poor quality food, so you change it to a better quality diet, and if they're already in the gym, they probably have an ineffective training plan. So change that training plan for a new one that's a bit more effective, change that diet for a bit of a higher quality one that again is more effective, you're in a deficit, and you've now got a new stimulus from the training, so you're going to be doing both at the same time. And the fourth one is the elephant in the room, using sports performance supplements. Emphasis on supplements. So if everything else is wrong and your training is really poor and your diet is really poor, it doesn't matter how much enhancement you use, you're not going to get very far. So that's something that is last out of all these things and should always be considered if that's your personal choice at the end of everything else. The first thing is always the training and the technique with the training and the intensity of the training, and then the diet, then the recovery, then the stress management, supplements and everything else. The final one, which you may add if you choose to, would be the performance supplements. So they're the four scenarios in which you can easily build muscle and burn fat at the same time. A lot of you just come off the back of Christmas and you'll be in a state where you're probably eating quite badly, not trained very much, even took time off completely. So you'll now have a new stimulus in terms of coming back to the gym, training harder, potentially going on a new training plan in that, and you'll most likely be changing your diet for a better one because you've been eating quite badly for the last couple of months of the year and definitely through December. So now you're going to fix your diet, fix your training, and you can easily burn fat and build muscle at the same time. So good luck, guys. Any further questions, don't hesitate to ask.